St. Michigan. One dead. Shots fired. They just put his body in that white van over there. Gas station on 106 St. Michigan. One dead. Shots fired.
What's going on? It's my life in the shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. That was the 116th in South Michigan, August 31st, which was 2 days ago. Desmond Ratcliffe, who was 25 years old. I'm also bringing you guys that story. I'm also bringing you guys out there to what I see. And as you know it, as you always see it, that's right, camera right there. I'm also bringing you guys a story of 5-year-old Devin McGregor was shot on 7600 block of North Paulina Street. Of course, I bring you guys out there to what I see because they all share a common denominator. They're not solved. Crimes that are not solved and crimes that are on camera. I'm also bring you guys out here. Young woman. This is from a legal help firm, Shanita Fennell, 24 years old, 116 block of West 79th Street. Of course, I bring you guys out there. Cameras everywhere. Chicago, we're talking 70 homicides in August alone. 70. Positive note. Sha'Carri Richardson. Remember, she was banned. She got kicked out of the Olympics, I think, for a week for marijuana being in her system, and everybody thought she was defeated. In fact, when she did get to the Olympics, she finished like 6th or 7th. She got smoked, and for the average person, that would have been it. They'd have been defeated. Not her. Came back and whooped on girl. I remember when girls were laughing at her when she was giving her interview after she lost. Those girls walked right past her and laughed at her as she was giving her interview. Guess what she did? Came back and whooped her. The average person, most people would have given up. Most people would have been the end. On girl, she didn't make no more statements. She shut up. She focused. She disappeared for a year. Boom! And the last laugh she will have. All right, let's get to it. 25-year-old Desmond Ratcliffe. They're going to say was shot to death on 116th block of South Michigan, Roseland neighborhood. I saw this play out as y'all saw in that footage. That young man. So this is the footage here that played out. As you can see, this is what children, this is what people in the community see on a regular basis. They leave, if it's a DOA, they would just cover the body up and leave it for the morgue. They don't even go to the hospital in a lot of cases. In this case, they didn't have red tape up. They just only got the yellow tape up. But this was the scene that played out. Now, what I also often go to is how and why is so many. I mean, did you catch somebody running? Chicago police? Are y'all gonna release the footage? First 48 we watched. If you go on New Orleans and Philly's YouTube channels, they release everything right away. They don't wait. First day, you go on Philly's page, YouTube channel, New Orleans YouTube channel, they release everything right away and say, hey, public, help us out. We have a clearance rate of like 10%, if that, of solved homicides. Granted, they got a lot and they stressed out, but who's watching these cameras? It's like the Purge. Are they just enjoying? Somebody's enjoying this show. Let's talk about a 5-year-old. This is why I didn't get all bent out of shape for the Columbus statue and thousands of people showed up to protest that. But when a 5-year-old boy, and wait a minute, wait till you see the stats. This story is going to be 5-year-old child. Devin McGregor was shot on 7600 block of North Paulina, Rogers Park neighborhood. North side. August 28th. This particular area is a relatively good area. This is on the north side. He just passed away. This is days later. His father was also wounded. Let me bring you guys this story. I'm going to say a 5-year-old boy was shot last Sunday in Rogers Park. Community has passed. Community activist Andrew Holmes. Now, Andrew Holmes' story, his daughter was at a gas station. She was at a gas station just getting gas. And some cats up there gang banging or whatever they was doing. Shooting at each other. And his daughter was just caught in the crossfire. What was the most heartbreaking is when his grandchild, her daughter, his daughter's daughter, is there with him giving an interview to the news. Oh, it was heartbreaking. That's what I believe prompted him to be a good activist as much as he's doing for Chicago and being there for these families. We really appreciate Andrew Holmes. Shout out to him. They're going to say he was sitting in the car. They're saying police said Devin was shot in the head in the 7600 block of North Carolina at Rogers Park on Sunday night, days after he started school. He was about 5 years old. Probably kindergarten. He was sitting in the car visiting his mother while saying goodbye to his father, who was also shot. The bullets coming from the passing black Hyundai. Now, I don't know whether this story from the news is going to say he was sitting in the car visiting his mother. Now, I don't know whether he's in the car. So the father got shot as well. So he's in the car visiting his mother, saying goodbye to his father, who was also shot. From passing black Hyundai, Andrew Holmes, I believe this is. You don't believe the pain that the mother's going through. Holmes said, okay, this is Andrew Holmes. Mother's getting up in the morning. She used to a baby, crawling in bed with her. $3,000 reward. A lot of these rewards, I know Father Flager has a reward for every homicide. I'm not sure exactly where the reward is coming from, but there's a $3,000 reward. They're going to say, check this out, so far this year, 239 minors shot in Chicago. 239, and it's not a state of emergency that we are waiting for somebody else outside our community to come save us. We have that mentality that they should come save us. They need to put a state of emergency. They need to put up a reward. They need to come help us. Not us. Listen to me. They need to come help us, is what we say. 33 minors killed. 33. No one has been arrested. Black Hyundai. Right? We can't, like, I saw a post, and they said when a police officer get hit and it was somebody from their community that got shot, they stopped everything they doing and turned over every stone and made sure that person's caught. They drop everything and they put their feet to the floor and they make it happen. However, I often talked about a story in Chinatown. 2 people, they dropped everything. They went to community meetings every day. They met with all the community leaders, the police, the mayor, the governor, everybody. They put up cameras. They left no stone unturned. You hear me? And they made sure, hey, this ain't coming in my community anymore. No. So what do I see out here? Shot spotter technology, camera. Female Shanita Fennell, 24, shot to death, 1600 block of West 79th Street, according to legal help firm, Auburn Gresham neighborhood, South Side, yesterday. It's going to say a male was wounded as well. As a male was wounded as he stood outside his car. She was in the passenger seat. Story's going to read before I take you guys out there. A woman was killed and a man critically wounded in a shooting Thursday afternoon in the Gresham community, Southside Chicago, around 4:30 p.m. The woman was seated inside a parked car, and the man was standing next to it on the 1600 block of West 79th Street when a red SUV drove by and somebody inside that car opened fire. Shanita Fennell, 24, was shot in the head and taken to Christ Medical Hospital Center in Oak Lawn, where she was pronounced Cook County Medical Officers. The man, 30. She was only 24 years old. The man, 30, was shot in the face and taken to University Medical Center, where he's also listed in critical condition. No one is in custody. No one. So it's going to read 2 wounded, 1 fatally. Shanita, 1600 block. Let's take a look at what we see out there. Let's take a look at what we see. So where's the footage of the car? Maybe we may know something. Maybe it's a dent. Maybe it's tinted windows. Maybe it's something we can identify. But make no mistake, maybe it's someone we can identify, Chicago police. But where's the footage? Can y'all release it? Are y'all going to release it? Help us out. As the first 48. The first 48. It's been 24 hours. Let's see. It's been 24 hours already. Let's see. If they don't have a lead in the first 48, as they say, it's so hard to solve the crime. Let's see if the Chicago police release that footage. 70 in 1 month, in 30 days in the month of August. 70 homicides, 473 total year to date. Sha'Carri Richardson, I am so proud of her. I've posted this to my Facebook channel. I got like 40 shares. When she was ousted in the Olympics, thousands of people shared it. Thousands. And that's why I tell people, amen, people are very quick to celebrate your downfall. It's human nature. I ain't even blaming nobody. It's human nature. Jealousy is a human nature. And we so celebrate downfalls of so many people. We gave up on her. We said, young talent wasted. Now, she could have let that get to her. The average person that would have ate away at her. In a sense, it was her fault that she was kind of talking like, hey, you know, here's what I'm going to do in the Olympics. Them girls ain't this, that, and the other, allegedly. I don't know exactly what was said. But a lot of people were saying, hey, you know, she should have just said nothing and just performed. But she's young. She's a baby. And, you know, she made some mistakes. But it's how you respond to them mistakes is what defines you. You can let it destroy you. She could have let it. The average person getting kicked out of the Olympics or suspended for how many days she was. And then it psychologically it got to her because she's finished like at 6th or 7th or something like that. I'm not exactly sure which place, but she lost. And them girls, as they was walking back to the locker room, they laughed. She was giving an interview, and they ha at her. And she sat there like, and you could see the despair on her face that day in the Olympics when she's giving that interview. And she put her foot to the floor. So somebody else said the same thing that I'm saying. Sha'Carri Richardson got a whole lot of hate when she was going through her situation. And when she lost those races, now let's see if reverse. Let's reverse that and show her the same amount of love for winning. Understand, Elaine Thompson, heroine from the Jamaican team in the Olympics in racing alone. Make no mistake, they ain't to be messed with. Jamaica in the track and field, they are not to be messed with in track and field. Oh, no. They are the fastest people that walk this planet. There is the fact. She beat the fastest person on the planet, y'all. She beat the fastest person on this here planet. Outside of the men's track and field, Usain Bolt and the other cat. And then we got one on the American team. I forgot her name. We got like 2 or 3, and they got a whole host. But that team is slamming. They good. Let's just put it that way. That was a great win, great victory. Let's celebrate her victory, because I've watched, there's a Netflix series, and psychologically, man, a lot of people can't bounce back from that. A huge defeat like that. Very hard. Anyway, shout out to everybody sending me stories. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Peace.